Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing really well. If you're new here, my name's Louise and I make videos all about my life living with scoliosis and spinal fusion. If you've watched some of my recent videos, you may know that I was meant to be doing a charity trek to Machu Picchu to raise money for the Scoliosis Association, and that was meant to be in March. So I just wanted to do a video to explain what's happening with that now. Long story short, it's been postponed because there are a lot of political protests going on at the moment in Peru. And back in January, I was contacted by the company that I booked the challenge through, saying that everything was going to go ahead. Well, they were hoping that everything was going to go ahead as planned. But then the situation just got worse, and then I think it was towards the end of January I found out on the news that Machu Picchu was actually closed. The train tracks had been damaged that lead up to Machu Picchu, so it wasn't really a great time to be going when all of this is going on. So the company that I booked it through, Charity Challenge, they then contacted us, I think it was early February, must have been early February, to say that they're going to have to postpone it until later in the year basically. At the time I was pretty gutted. Obviously I've done quite a lot of training for it. I've bought a lot of equipment for, like, you know, the trek, and you know, mentally I was like preparing to go. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed, and also I've been trying really hard to raise the money because I had quite a big target. I think it was well over £3,000 that I had to raise. And also I booked the trip, first booked it in 2019 and then meant to be going in 2020, and then it was postponed due to the pandemic about 3 times. So I think this is the 4th time now that the trip has been moved. So I was at the time really disappointed, but it's one of them situations that can't be avoided, and obviously I feel really bad for the people who are in Peru and having to go through all of what's happening over there. So I am aware that I'm in a privileged position to be able to even go on a trek there. So I feel grateful that I can do that, and I just hopefully that once it's safe that I can go eventually. But I just wanted to let people know, because obviously I've had people sponsor me from this channel, which I'm really grateful for. So it will be going ahead, but it's going to be hopefully in October, which gives me more time to train at least, and mentally prepare again. And in the meantime, they say every cloud has a silver lining, but I did get into the London Marathon via the ballot in October, which was a complete surprise. I did not expect to get in. I've entered the London Marathon ballot about, well, I think it's the 8th time, maybe more, and I just do it automatically and never ever expect to get in. And for some reason this year I got in. So at the time I was a bit stressed about it, because I thought the one time I get in, it clashes with when I was meant to be, or when I'd literally just got back from Peru. So I was not going to do it. I was going to move it to next year, but because Peru's now been postponed, I've decided to try and train for the marathon. So that's what I'm focusing on now, even though it's obviously going to be tough because I've had a little bit less training than I would have liked, although the training for Machu Picchu has been quite intense in terms of lots of hikes up hills and mountains for hours in all sorts of conditions. So that's a good base for marathon training. It's not like I've been doing nothing, but obviously I've now got to switch my focus. So for the last few weeks I've been doing more marathon training activities. I won't lie, it's been difficult in terms of switching my mindset into marathon training so quickly. I mean, I have been running since, I run all the time anyway, and I have been running regularly since late last year, because I was injured a little bit last year, then I had a bit of a break. So I do have that base there already, which is good. But yeah, just switching my focus. And I did say I would never do another marathon again because it's just so, it takes up so much time in the training, and it's, you know, a lot of work, and it's very painful, especially for me. But I just have to, because it's London Marathon, it's one of those races that's on my bucket list, and I've always wanted to do it. So I feel like I have to do it. I have to at least try. And if I can't, for whatever, I can't get through the training, or I can't, then I can always then at that point try and defer. But I really want to try and do it. So yeah, I'm training at the moment. Saturday I did a 15-mile run. The week before that I did a 13-mile. The week before that I did a 10-mile. The week before that I did an 8-mile. So I have been building up, and then before that I was doing all my hiking. So I've been building up fairly gradually. I won't lie, the 15-mile run was really tough on Saturday. I struggled a lot, but it was mainly my head I struggled with. I put myself down a lot, and I'm criticising myself, thinking, oh, I can't do it, and then my head just goes, and then I really struggle. So it was mainly my head. So yeah, and I'm in a lot of pain as well, like my whole body's aching, my legs are sore. So yeah, I just need to recover from that, and hopefully I'm in a better headspace this weekend coming up for my long run. Wish me luck, and yeah, I'll try and vlog as I go along, and I'll also do obviously a race day vlog as well. But for Machu Picchu, I'm still going to be training over the summer, so I'll still be doing videos on my training and my equipment and what I'm taking, how I'm preparing for that, and also I will be filming that whole experience as well, hopefully. So all of that content will be coming up, but it's just later than I anticipated. But yeah, these things can't be helped. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for anyone who has sponsored me and supported me. I've raised over £3,000 now, so I'm really pleased. And yeah, if anyone wants to sponsor me for the Machu Picchu trip or the London Marathon that I'm doing now instead, then I'll put the link below as well. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this far if you have, and I'll see you in the next video.